How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a retrospective review for Return of the Jedi, because this year, 2023, actually marks the 40th anniversary of the film, as I'm sure most of you already know. Even though I don't think it actually came out until, I believe, May 25th of 1983, so I guess this review's slightly early, I suppose. But they re-released the movie in theaters just last week. So I think it's fine. Plus, yesterday was May the 4th, Star Wars Day, and I couldn't get this video posted yesterday because I had to do my Flash review. But today is May the 5th, at least, aka Revenge of the 5th. Get it? Like Revenge of the Sith? Okay, enough of all that. Let's just get into the review, because overall, let me just say that I think Return of the Jedi is a masterpiece. I love this movie. I adore it. It is one of my favorite films ever made, actually. And I would say it is, definitely the weakest of the original trilogy, right? But I still really love this movie. I mean, to me, it is just a fantastic conclusion to Vader's story and is overall just a well-rounded ending to the trilogy. And, there are some people who actually find this film to be kind of lackluster because, well, they either don't like the first act, the stuff with Jabba, or they hate the Ewoks, or think Han Solo is kind of an idiot in this movie. I've seen a lot of people hating on this movie in recent years, which kind of breaks my heart a little bit, not gonna lie. But of course, I think overall, most people really love this movie. But I just have become, I guess, more aware of some of this film's criticism, which, it is justified. I've seen a lot of good video essays, a lot of people talking about all the problems with this movie. But to me, I just like everything about this film. Even the stuff at Jabba's palace. And, some people have claimed it's boring, or that, Luke's plan didn't really make any sense. And I honestly don't really care to get into all that, mainly because I just still have a blast revisiting those moments and, all the problems people have with this movie. I don't know. I can just look past them for some reason, mainly because, like, the heart and soul of the movie, and a lot of people say this, and maybe I guess to them it doesn't make up for some of the weaker moments in the film, but the Luke and Vader stuff in the film is, again, the heart and soul of the movie. And I just love all the stuff that goes down between them in this movie. It's great, that final fight they have, and it's just a very emotional scene, especially when Luke tells him, he's like, I can feel the conflict within you, let go of your hate. And it's just like, man, hits you right in the feels. And obviously when Luke is about to be killed by the Emperor, and Vader finally realizes that he has to save his son, and he ends up throwing the Emperor. And it was just a great scene that Vader finally kind of like snaps out of it a little bit. And you can see that moment when Luke's like about to die and pleading for Vader to save him. And then he does it, and it's just such a great scene. I love it. And it just hits me right in the feels, especially when Vader dies at the end and Luke finally removes his helmet and Anakin says, you were right about me. It's just so good, dude. I love it. And I really love what George Lucas says about Darth Vader and the character of Anakin Skywalker, saying that Anakin Skywalker truly is the main character, the chosen one, obviously, but he's like the main character of the whole story, at least for these first 6 episodes, which there really should only have been 6 episodes. And yeah, the sequels, well, let's not get into all that. But I really like how, even though Anakin kind of went to the dark side, he still was the chosen one and still fulfilled that prophecy, because he ends up killing the Emperor, which is why I freaking hate Rise of Skywalker, whatever it's called. That movie. Oh boy. I don't want to get into all that. I already said that, but it's just like that moment when Vader kills, or supposedly kills, Emperor Palpatine. It's like, that is the moment where he fulfills the prophecy and is the chosen one. And, he went like through a roundabout way to get there, to be the chosen one and to save the galaxy, but he ended up saving the galaxy and saving his son in the end, and he did become, obviously, the chosen one. So I love how George Lucas kind of describes that and his view on the character of Anakin and his story, and it's just really great. Like, I love that, and it's just really amazing. I love all the Luke and Vader stuff in this movie, and it's kind of a bit of a happy ending, of course, because obviously the galaxy's saved, and, the Empire is no more, basically. But I also love the moment when Luke watches Vader burn, and that music, it's just amazing. when they're back on Endor, and you know, all that happy music's playing and all the Ewoks are dancing around. And I know some people find the Ewoks to be kind of annoying. I always thought they were pretty cute. I guess people have issues with the fact like they are a little concerned that the Ewoks were able to like take on the Empire and basically defeat them because, you know, they're just Ewoks. I guess they thought that there needed to be more people on Endor when they were fighting the Empire, and you know, it just didn't really make sense that the Ewoks were able to be, I guess, that strong, which is kind of funny that the Empire were defeated by Ewoks. I guess people kind of hate that. I mean, obviously there are a lot more people there, but I don't know. I still think it's pretty cute that the Ewoks are part of this movie. I really like them, but, and the ending overall is just really great, but going back to some of the earlier stuff in this movie, the overall planet of Endor is really cool. You know, I really love all the tree houses the Ewoks put together, and that speeder chase scene on Endor is really awesome. I really love that scene. It's very, very fun and one of the most memorable parts of the film. Also, Yoda's death is incredibly sad. That moment where he just kind of like disappears is just really emotional. I guess he doesn't, you know, actually die. I mean, there's some people who say, you know, once you go into the Force, you don't like actually die. Like Obi-Wan, did he actually die? And then you see the Force ghosts at the end. I do remember that part. And obviously, originally in this movie, there was the actor who played Anakin in this film without, you know, the makeup, the burnt, you know, effects on his face, and it was like the actor who just plays him, and he was normal looking. But then they replaced that actor with Hayden Christensen, and I honestly prefer the Hayden Christensen version just because I kind of grew up with the prequels a little bit, or at least I have more fond memories of the prequels, and seeing Hayden Christensen as Anakin again standing next to Obi-Wan and Yoda, it's just nice. I don't know. It's really cool, and I just much prefer that version. I know that's kind of a hot take, but I don't know. I just kind of do. And I also like in the beginning of Jabba's palace scene when Han's rescued from the carbonite, and then you get that scene out on Tatooine where Boba Fett kind of falls into the Sarlacc pit, which we think he dies in that scene. It's just cool knowing like all the lore and stuff that happens after this movie. Like, oh no, Boba Fett didn't actually die when he went to the Sarlacc pit, but you know, it was just, it's cool, man. And I love this movie. It is one hell of a ride overall, and I think it deserves like more attention, weirdly enough, just because, again, I've seen so many people kind of, I don't want to say slander this movie, but I don't know, some people just definitely claim this is weak in certain areas, and I don't know, I just disagree. I love this movie to death. It's really great, and there's so many great moments for me, and again, the Luke and Vader stuff's awesome, and so many great scenes with that. I love it, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well, so let me hear your thoughts on this movie down in the comments below. Where does this rank amongst the other Star Wars films for you? What's your favorite part of this movie? And if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Check out my social media and all that down in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.